it's Ashley Drummond, and welcome to this follow along arm workout video. So this workout is specifically going to target your bis, your tris, and your shoulders because we all want awesome looking, strong arms that are nice and toned. So to do this workout with me, you will need a pair of dumbbells. I'm going to be using 10-pound dumbbells for you in this video so I can talk and demonstrate through this. You're also going to need a bench or a box or a chair or something along those lines because we do have tricep dips in this workout. Most of the exercises you're going to want a weight that is moderately heavy, not light, because we are only going to be doing 8 repetitions of each exercise because this is focused on your arm strength of shoulders, bis, and tris, as opposed to doing like a cardio circuit or circuit training. So if you normally use 10 pounds, I would suggest you increase it a little bit using 12 to 15s and so on. So if you use 12 to 15s, increase it by about 2.5 to 5 pounds. I'm using 10s for this video. So we are going to do an exercise for biceps, triceps, and shoulders in each giant set for 3 different giant sets. So all a giant set is it's basically like a miniature circuit. We're gonna perform these exercises back to back. So it'll go shoulders, bis, tris, shoulders, bis, tris, shoulders, bis, tris. We're doing it that way in the form of strength training though. So as always, I have my whiteboard right above here that I have everything written out for you. So the first part of this, we are going to do 3 sets of 8 repetitions of each of these exercises in giant set. So giant set number 1 is side lateral raises, which is out to the side, hammer curls, and tricep kickbacks, which is right here. And I'm gonna demonstrate all of those. That's giant set number 1. We're gonna go through that 3 times, 8 repetitions of each exercise with 30 to 45 second rest in between each time. Giant set number 2, we are going to do front raises, creature curls, and then overhead tricep extensions. Again, 3 sets, 8 reps of each exercise. And then giant set number 3, we are going to do upright rows, what I call salute curls, which is where it comes across the body, and then tricep dips, which is what you need your bench for. You don't have to remember all of that because I am going to do this with you. However, if you need to pause this video and grab your dumbbells and some water or find a bench, go right ahead. But otherwise, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of a warm up since this is all upper body. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna take some deep inhales and reach straight up. Exhale and kind of just spread really wide so you're stretching your chest and squeezing your shoulder blades behind you. Do it again. And exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Do it again. And exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. One more. And exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades. Okay, so we're gonna start with baby circles. Palms are facing forward. Just kind of do small rotations for your shoulders. As always, make sure you're breathing. Breathing through the belly, in through the nose, out through the mouth. A little bit wider. Really warming those shoulders up. Getting present. Letting the body know, hey, we're about to lift some weight. Making your circles as wide as you can now. Really getting those shoulders nice and loose. Getting some blood flow. All right, now we're gonna go the other way. So we're gonna start wide, coming forward. If you were going backwards, come forward now. Breathing, getting our minds present, bodies present. Make your circle a little bit smaller. All right, so we're gonna now do our T, Y, and I. So T's, we're here, palms are facing forward, thumbs are up. You're just gonna do little baby pulses here, squeezing your shoulder blades together. What this does is it really warms up your rotator cuff. Nice and slow, just breathe. Then you're gonna go to a Y position. So like 10 and 2 o'clock, same thing, just little pulses. Warming warming up that rotator cuff in the shoulders a little bit more. Neutral spine, neutral neck. Then we're gonna go to the eyes. So right by the ears, just like this. Your shoulders should be getting pretty warm. All right, do a couple shoulder rolls, going back, then going forward. As always, we like to do mobility. I don't know what I'm doing with the elbows here. We like to do mobility in the beginning of this. So mobility to me is where like you're just getting mobile, and we like to stretch at the end. So that way, mobility lets the body know it's warming up. Stretching is long holds of the body, letting it know it's cooling down. Okay, so I'm going to demo these exercises. You can use this demo as your warm up for what we're gonna do. So the first giant set that we're doing is side lateral raise. Now, we're only doing 8 of these, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna have palms facing in, weights to the side, raise out to the side, right back down. Out to the side, right back down. Now, the main thing you want to focus on is that you're not here and you're not using momentum for this, okay? That's not the goal. The goal is a nice, slow, and controlled movement, right back down. Now, if you were practicing this and you're like, there's no way, this is too heavy, that's okay. Pause the video. You might need a lighter weight for this movement, so you can drop to 5, 7 pounds, whatever you need. That is exercise number 1 for this giant set. Exercise number 2 is going to be hammer curls. So your palms are going to stay facing in, elbows are to your side, core is tight, and we're just curling up and right back down, just like this. This is for our biceps. Our last exercise is a kickback. So same thing, you might need a lighter weight for this, and I'll do this from the side, but so your palms are still facing in. You're gonna lean forward, you're gonna have the weights here, and you're gonna kick straight back and squeeze your tricep. So you're not swinging, and if it's too heavy, drop the weight so you can perform this properly, but you're squeezing that tricep. So the tricep is right here, that little chicken wing sometimes women get. This is exactly what you're doing, okay? So that is the 3rd exercise in this giant set. We're gonna go through this together. You'll have about 30 seconds rest in between each one, and then I will demo the other exercises before we start those. But we can go ahead and get started with giant set number 1. So go ahead and pick up the weight. 8 reps of side lateral raises, okay? So here we go, we're breathing. 1, 2, 3, nice and controlled. 4, try and keep the same pace. 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. All right, now hammer curls. So we're here. 1, this is what it looks like from the side. 2, keeping your elbows nice and straight. You're not swinging. 5, make sure you're breathing. 6, 7, 8, okay? Now we're going into our tricep kickback. So remember, we're here, kicking straight back and squeezing that tricep. I'm showing you from the side and then I'll come back forward. 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, 8. Okay, rest. We're gonna rest for 30 seconds, just kind of shake it out. Remember, this is meant for strength training. We're not doing this for rapid movements, totally being out of breath. You're gonna be a little out of breath because it is strength training, but the goal of this is really slow, concentrated movements. So, if you did that, and you're like, I don't feel anything, during about 10 more seconds that you have to rest, up the weight just a little bit, or try moving a little bit slower, okay? All right, we're going for number 2. We're doing this 3 times total. 8 side lateral raises. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath. 3, people always hold their breath when they lift weights. 4, also make sure you're not coming up too high in this. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now we got 8 hammer curls. Elbows are nice and to our side. We're not swinging. We're controlling the weight. 3, 4, 5, breathing. 6, 7, 8, kickbacks. Elbows to the side, straight back and squeeze up tricep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, 8, and rest again. So you get about 30 seconds or so. Rest again. We're gonna do one more time of this giant set, and then we're gonna move on to the next set of exercises, which I'll demo for you. Now, you should feel a lot of resistance right here, your biceps, triceps, and through your shoulders. So this is not our entire upper body, but with our arms. If you are not, like I said, make sure either you are moving slow, the same speed that I am, or you need to adjust your weight accordingly. Okay, last time, set number 3 of this giant set, we're doing 8 side lateral raises, nice and slow. Here we go. I am bringing it down as slow as I am bringing it up, so I hope you are doing the exact same. 5, 3 more. 6, 7, 1 more. 8, hammer curls, nice and slow. Slow and steady sometimes is the key. Life lessons found lifting weights. 4, nice and slow. 5, 6, 7, 1 more. 8, tricep kickbacks, and then you're gonna rest. We're done with this set. Elbows to the side, we're kicking back, squeezing the tricep. Make sure you are controlling the weight and you are not swinging it. 3 more. 6, 7, last one. 8, awesome. Rest. While you rest, grab some water. I'm going to explain to you giant set number 2. So, we're gonna do the exact same format, 3 sets, 8 repetitions of each exercise, back to back with no rest, of front raise. So we just did side. Side works a different part of your shoulder blade. Front raise works the front delt, which everybody loves. Preacher curls, so with this one, we're gonna turn our palms out and we're gonna curl up this way. It works a different head of the bicep, so the bicep has multiple heads to it. Then we are going to do overhead tricep extensions. So you do have an option with this one based on your overall strength. You can drop one weight and you can perform the overhead tricep extension with one, holding either side of the head, right above here, keeping your elbows nice and close, like so. You have this option to do this. If this is too easy for you, you can just stick with double. So the way double would work is you'd bring it here safely, here, elbows are still right by your ears, you're coming straight up. So from the side, this is what it would look like, okay? Those are your overhead tricep extensions. So, front raise. I want you to try this. You also have this option. If 2 of them is too heavy for you, hold one and just come straight up. I would rather you have proper form. When you do this, make sure you're not swinging, so please practice this. We're right here, our core is nice and solid. We're not using momentum. If you cannot do it without using momentum, drop the weight. All right, you had around a minute to rest. So we're gonna get started on giant set number 2 with these 3 different movements. Go ahead and grab your weight. We're gonna start with our front raises. So this is all front delts. Same thing. Slow and controlled. We're going for 8. Here we go. It's 2. Remember, you are not swinging. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome job. So preacher curl. What we're gonna do is turn our palms out. I'm gonna do it for the first few from the side. Elbows are still to our side. Core is nice and tight. We're curling straight up and straight down, like so. Nice and slow and controlled. 4, 5, your core is tight. Your shoulders and your elbows are not moving. 2 more. 7, 8. Awesome job. Now this is where you have the option, overhead tricep extensions. You can go double or you may drop one and use one. But regardless, we're starting overhead. Elbows are close to our ears. And we're doing 8 overhead tricep extensions, and then we're gonna rest and start this circuit over. 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, 8, rest. Now, when you're doing that, if you found that you were here and your elbows are coming up, you're doing this, do your best to squeeze those in and keep doing the tricep extension. It could also be the weight. You may need to drop the weight or just drop down to 1. Either way is fine. I would rather you do it with proper form than to hurt yourself and do it with improper form. 10 seconds, and we're gonna start that again with the front raise. I will try and move around and do this from different angles so you can make sure that you're doing it properly. All right, here we go. 8 front raises. So from the side, this is what it looks like. 1, core is nice and tight. 2, I am not dropping the weight down and I'm not flinging it up. 5, 3 more, just breathe. 6, 7, 1 more, 8, awesome job. Now we have preacher curls. So we're turning the weights out. Elbows are close to our side, shoulders are back, and curl. Slow and controlled. Time under tension is slow and controlled. It's not flinging the weight around. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if you need to drop, I'm gonna do this one drop so that way I can demo how that looks. You can drop one, grab it on either side, or if you're doing it with both, continue to do it that way. This is how it should look from the side. Right behind, elbows close, core is tight. 2, 3, 4 from the front, 5, elbows stay by your ears. 6, 2 more, 7, 8. Awesome job. You can rest. Rest for 30 seconds, and we're gonna go through that one more time, and then we'll be done with this giant set. You should be feeling this all through those biceps, triceps, and shoulders. You should feel nice and tight and strong. That's my goal for you. Always make sure, a lot of times when people lift weights, they tend to breathe from their chest, like I've taught in other videos. Make sure you're inhaling and exhaling with each contraction. Inhaling. You'll see me do it, and I'll do a better job of demoing that for this one too. All right, pick your weights back up. Last time on this giant set, we're doing 8 front raises. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, turn your palms out, 8 preacher curls. 4, 4 more, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, 8 right into tricep extensions, whether you need 1 or 2. Here we go. 1, core tight. 2, elbows close to your ears. 3, breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, last 1, 8. Awesome job. Set that down and rest. Get your water. What we're gonna do is we have 1 more giant set for your buys, tries, and shoulders. I hope you're feeling this. I'm feeling it and I love it. I feel strong, I feel tight. I hope you feel strong and tight too. So while you rest, our last giant set is going to be 8 upright rows. So you're gonna, and I'll demo this with the dumbbells, but while you're breathing, just like this. This is as high as you need to go. You're not pulling here. Your elbows don't fall underneath your hands. It's one fluid motion. We're then doing salute curls. So you're gonna hold the dumbbell, bring it across the body like you're saluting, and back down. It just works a different part of the bicep, that's all it is. So we're gonna do 8 total on each side though. So it'll be 1, 1, 2, 2. Then we're going to do 8 tricep bench dips. So with this, you're gonna have your hands right on the bench. You have options. If this is a challenge for you, you can keep your knees bent and dip here and right back up. For more of a challenge, you can put your feet straight out, dip down, and right back up. Now, one thing I want you to check and try out, because this happens to a lot of people, make sure you are dipping down and not forward. I see a lot of people when they bend their legs, they do this. Don't do that. You are bending elbows and right back up, okay? So, stop resting. Try out these exercises. This is not our first set, just try them out. So your first one is upright row. You're here, pull the weights up, and right back down. Make sure your elbows don't go higher than mine. You also don't want them dropping down. Then you have the salute curl. So straight across the body, like so. And then you have the tricep bench dips with the option of feet flat on the ground and knees bent, or legs straight out, like so, okay? We are doing 3 sets, 8 repetitions of each of those. Make sure you are breathing, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on our very last giant set, okay? 8 upright rows. Here's what we look like. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Up, doing 8 of these. 2, core is tight, this is what it looks like from the side. 3, we're not swinging. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, awesome job, salute curls, so right across the body. We're doing 8 total, so that's 1. Well, 8 total on each side. 2, not swinging. 3, this is what it looks like from the side. Not that this is really helpful to do it from the side, but 4, 5, awesome job. Make sure you're not swinging this, because if you swing this, you'll end up using your shoulder instead of your bicep. 1 more each side. 8, awesome job. So we've got 8 bench dips, or if you're using a chair, that's fine too. Pick the way you want to do this. Here we go though, 8 dips. Slow and controlled. So we're not flying through these, moving super fast. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You're gonna rest for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Grab some water, my throat is dry from talking so much. And then we're gonna go through this 2 more times. There's in here. If you felt this, the bench, more in your shoulders, that means you're coming forward as opposed to down. Same thing with the curls. If you felt it more here, it's because you're bringing your elbow up. Your elbow should stay to your side, and you're just right here, okay? So keep that in mind. 5 seconds, and we're gonna start again with set number 2 of our upright rows. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 1, tight core, 2, 3, the only thing moving are your arms. Don't swing. 4, 5, 6, breathe, 7, one more, 8, awesome. Salute curl, so elbows are to the side, right across the body. 1, 2, make sure your core is tight. When people get tired, usually the first thing to go is their core. 4, halfway there, 5, 6, 2 more on each side. Again, if you feel this in your shoulder, make sure your elbows are glued to your side. 1 more, 8, good job. Tricep dips. Choose your variation. Whatever way you're doing it with the best form is the way I want you to do it. So we're here, bending at the elbows. 2, slow and controlled. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, 8, good job. Rest for about 30-45 seconds, and then we're gonna go through this one more time, and then you are done with thighs, tries, and shoulders. I will stretch you out, make sure that you have a good cool down, but I hope that you're feeling awesome. We only have one more time. Always breathe. Every time you do a workout, anytime you start to get out of breath, things start burning and your form starts to go, take a second, reset, and just breathe. All right, last set, upright rows, grab your weights. Here we go, 8 upright rows. Best form you've had this entire workout. You're strong, tight, you're moving weights, you're doing something positive. 3 more. 7, 8, salute curls across the body. 1, elbows are glued to the side. People always think you gotta be completely out of breath in order to get a good workout. You don't have to. You just gotta know what you're doing. You gotta do it right. Slow and controlled movements, paying attention to your breathing. Can do a lot more, sometimes even more than other movements. 6, 2 more each side. 1 more, 8, and 8. Awesome job, you are done with these weights. Last time, tricep bench dips. Here we go. 8 of these, whatever variation you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Awesome job. Breathe for just a second, get some water, and then we're gonna stretch out your arms and really just finish this workout strong. I hope you're feeling amazing. All right, drink your water, towel off, whatever you're doing. When you're ready, all I want you to do is just come back, close your eyes, take some belly breath. So, in through the belly, out through the mouth. And kind of just take a second, be grateful that your body can do this. Be grateful that you have the time to do this. Grateful that you are strong enough to do this. Really check in with how your body feels. You feel tight, you feel powerful, empowered. Just really take this moment to check in. Give me about 3 or 4 deep breaths in through the belly. Again. One more time. Awesome job. Okay, so we're actually gonna go to the ground to stretch our biceps out first. Whew, my legs are sore from some of the other workouts. So you're going to turn your palms towards yourself out. If your biceps are really tight right now, don't push too hard, just enough that you feel the stretch. We're just gonna come forward like so and just sit back a little bit. Like I said, you don't wanna feel pain, you should just feel a nice good stretch. right through here, okay? So just hold this and just breathe. Make sure when you stretch and when you do your workout, anytime you're doing it, make sure that when you feel the pain, you are not transferring the pain to another part of your body. And I have said this plenty of times before. So what I mean,